Have you ever wondered about the secret behind the enduring strength of quiet people? In our noisy, high-pressure modern world, quiet people stand out with their calm demeanor and resilience in the face of life's challenges. The remarkable traits of quiet individuals are not just admirable topics, but also represent a deep and unique philosophy of life, especially from the perspective of Stoicism. According to Stoicism, quiet individuals are not characterized by melancholy or blind optimism, but by their ability to see the world accurately and remain true to themselves. They don't get swept up in the emotional ups and downs of life. Instead, they seek inner calm and patience. Naturally, quiet people tend to be very private, keeping most of their thoughts and feelings to themselves. They spend more time listening than speaking. Some might find it odd that they choose silence and solitude in a bustling environment. However, quiet individuals see the world differently. It's what makes them unique and intriguing. Today, let's explore the 10 amazing qualities of a quiet person through the lens of Stoicism and discover why they are so wonderful and trustworthy. It takes time and effort to delve into the most interesting aspects of their personality. But once you enter their world, you'll uncover qualities that make quiet people truly extraordinary. Perhaps you might even find that you are a quiet person discovering your own inner strength. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment below, and we'll continue this discussion. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Words with gravity. In our fast-paced world, where conversations often resemble competitions for airtime, the wisdom of choosing words carefully cannot be overstated. Many individuals speak impulsively, sharing thoughts as they arise without much consideration for impact or accuracy. However, there is profound strength and value in the approach often adopted by those who are quieter by nature. Quiet individuals often take a step back, allowing themselves the space to reflect before joining a conversation. Unlike many who might chatter incessantly about trivial matters or unverified facts, these reserved souls weigh their words carefully. When they do share their thoughts, their contributions are not just heard, but felt. Their words tend to resonate with a unique gravity, echoing the Stoic ideal of speaking only what is necessary and true. Imagine a roundtable discussion where various participants are eagerly throwing in their opinions. In the midst of this cacophony, a quiet person who has been listening intently finally speaks. The room often quiets down. Everyone senses that this contribution has been carefully considered. It's as if their words are the ones that have been distilled through a sieve of wisdom and restraint. This selective approach to communication not only builds respect among peers, but also adds a layer of credibility to the speaker's persona. People begin to recognize and value the insights of the quiet ones, knowing that when they choose to express themselves, it's because they have something truly meaningful to say. It takes remarkable discipline and inner strength to govern one's speech so meticulously. For the quietest among us, however, this discipline is almost second nature. They embody the Stoic virtue of restraint, proving time and again that sometimes the most powerful statements are those that are carefully chosen and sparingly delivered. Embracing this Stoic approach to communication does not mean changing who you are, but rather recognizing the power of words and choosing them with intention. It's a reminder that in a world that can't seem to stop talking, there is immense strength in silence and significant impact in speaking only when you truly have something to say. Number 2. Silence is their superpower. Does the idea of silence make you uneasy? You're not alone. Many people find moments of silence to be awkward or unsettling, whether they're in a group or by themselves. In an attempt to dodge the discomfort, it's common for individuals to fill these quiet gaps with background noise like music or television, anything to fend off the perceived emptiness. However, for those with an introverted bent, silence isn't just bearable, it's where their power lies. If you lean towards introversion, you might already understand the profound strength found in quietude. For many introverts, silence is not a void, but a sanctuary. It offers a precious pause from the relentless buzz of daily life, providing space to breathe and let the mind wander freely. This is where Stoic philosophy dovetails beautifully with the nature of quiet people. Stoicism teaches the value of inner peace and self-reflection, encouraging us to find contentment within rather than in external circumstances. In silence, a Stoic finds the clarity and resilience needed to face life's challenges. In these quiet moments, quiet people often engage in deep thought, exploring their long-term aspirations and life choices. They ponder whether they are truly living in alignment with their values or if changes are needed. Such introspections might seem simple, but they are profound acts of mental and emotional alignment that many extroverts might miss in the noise of constant interaction. For someone who appreciates silence, this capacity to sit with one's thoughts can indeed feel like a superpower. It allows them to build resilience, focus on what truly matters, and approach life with a calm and prepared mind. So next time you find yourself in a quiet moment, try to resist the urge to immediately fill it. Consider it an opportunity to tap into your inner Stoic, to let your thoughts arrange themselves without distraction. Silence is more than the absence of noise. It's a space where wisdom can flourish if you let it. Embrace it as the powerful tool that it is, and you might just discover the quiet strength that has been there all along. Number 3. Maturity beyond their years. Have you ever noticed that the quietest individuals in a room often carry an aura that seems beyond their years? It's fascinating, isn't it? Despite having lived the same number of years as everyone else, these individuals exude a remarkable patience and a deep-seated wisdom that many lack. This isn't just about being quiet. It's about embodying a Stoic grace that influences all aspects of their lives. Consider the way quiet people approach temptations and challenges. While many might react impulsively, swept away by the rush of emotions, quiet individuals stand apart. They take a moment to pause, think through their decisions with a calm and comprehensive mindset. Imagine someone at a noisy party, surrounded by the temptation to indulge excessively. Instead, they calmly choose to engage in meaningful conversations, or perhaps decide it's best for them to leave early and rest. Such decisions might seem small, but they reflect a profound understanding of self-control and long-term well-being. This thoughtful approach extends into their careers, relationships, and personal goals. Quiet people often seem more grounded, not because they are unemotional, but because they process their emotions in a way that aligns with their long-term aspirations. They know what they are doing and why, which keeps them steady, even in turbulent times. At every turn, quiet individuals exhibit not just maturity, but a confidence and discipline that are rooted in a strong sense of self. They embody the Stoic ideal that it's not the external noise, but our internal response that truly defines us. Their strength lies in their quietude, a powerful reminder that sometimes the loudest statement is made in silence. Number 4. The art of reading people. Ever wondered why people act the way they do? For many of us, this is a tough nut to crack. But for those who tend to be quieter, understanding people seems to come naturally. How do they manage to get it so right? It's not because they possess some secret superpower. Instead, their ability stems from a lifetime of careful observation and a keen sense of intuition that captures even the slightest changes in someone's mood or body language. Quiet individuals are masters at reading people. They can tell what someone might be feeling or thinking just by noticing small details that others might miss. This isn't about having special talents. It's about paying close attention. They're like detectives, always on the lookout for clues about what makes people tick. This ability to see the unspoken gives them a sort of inside scoop on human behavior, allowing them to predict how someone will react or what they might decide next. This skill is deeply connected to the principles of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that values self-control and rational understanding. Stoics believe in observing the world calmly and learning from it. Quiet people live this philosophy every day. By watching quietly, they gather insights about human nature, piecing together the complex puzzle of emotions and actions that define us. Let's bring this idea to life with some examples. Think about those teachers who seem to know exactly what's bothering a student, even when they haven't said a word. Or consider that friend who always knows when to offer a word of advice or just sit beside you in silence. These people might not be loud or outwardly expressive, but their understanding of human emotions runs deep. Historically, many leaders and thinkers who embrace Stoicism practice this art of observation. For instance, Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, wrote journals filled with reflections on his observations of the world and people around him, which helped him lead more effectively and with greater empathy. In our everyday life, embracing a bit of this quiet observation can lead to a richer understanding of those around us. It teaches us the power of listening over speaking and observing over reacting. For those who are naturally quiet, this might be second nature, but even the most outgoing among us can learn from their example. Quiet people remind us that in a world that often values noise and action, there is immense strength and wisdom in silence and observation. By tuning in to the quieter side of life, we can learn more about others, make better decisions, and ultimately lead richer, more connected lives. This is the quiet power, a true superpower in its own right. Number 5. Concealed brilliance. Often, the quietest voices in the room hold the most profound wisdom. However, their brilliance often goes unnoticed because they don't loudly share their thoughts and insights. Quiet individuals, embodying a Stoic essence, might not openly express themselves, but they are constantly observing, absorbing, and reflecting on the world around them. Imagine sitting in a bustling cafe or walking through a vibrant park. While others may engage in loud conversations, the quiet person is tuned into the subtleties, listening to the melody of life unfolding around them. Whether they are mingling with friends or sitting through lectures, their journey of learning and understanding never halts. This continuous enrichment deepens their insights and molds them into reservoirs of knowledge. If you're someone who naturally prefers silence, you might find that your path to knowledge is less about speaking up and more about tuning in. You likely spend a considerable amount of time processing information, pondering deep questions, and connecting dots that others might miss. This can make you far more knowledgeable and prepared than others might assume. People often mistake silence for absence of thought, of opinion, of backbone. However, they're frequently surprised when a quiet individual articulates a point with precision and depth, revealing a well of knowledge and insight that had been invisible to the naked eye. It's a classic case of still waters running deep, where the quietude masks a dynamic inner life, rich with ongoing intellectual and emotional exploration. Historical and contemporary examples abound of individuals who have harnessed their quiet nature to make significant impacts. From the contemplative wisdom of philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, who emphasized the virtue of inner freedom and self-mastery, To modern thinkers like Susan Cain, who champions the power and potential of introverts, the narrative is clear. Their lives and works illustrate how solitude and reflection can foster a unique clarity and depth of understanding, enabling them to contribute profoundly to their fields and society at large. So, if you ever find yourself underestimated because of your quiet demeanor, remember that your silent observations and thoughtful approach equip you with a unique perspective. Your voice, rare but resonant, carries weight and wisdom. In the Stoic tradition, it's not the volume of our words that matter, but the truth and impact behind them. Your quiet strength is a powerful force, capable of inspiring and influencing in ways that loud certainty never could. In embracing your inner Stoic, you align with a philosophy that values substance over noise, depth over display. A truly brilliant approach to living and interacting with the world around you. Number 6. Unstoppable productivity. Have you ever noticed how some of the most productive people around you are often the quietest? These individuals embody a strength that's deeply rooted in Stoic principles, qualities like self-discipline, inner calm, and the ability to focus intensely on the task at hand. Quiet folks don't just work hard. They immerse themselves fully in every project, often going beyond what's expected without being asked. Consider for a moment the classic examples of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius or Seneca. These figures were known not just for their philosophical insights, but also for their practical application of Stoicism in daily life, demonstrating immense productivity and effectiveness in their duties. Quiet people today exemplify similar traits. They thrive under the philosophy of less talk, more action, and their results speak volumes. Moreover, quiet individuals have a unique approach to productivity. While many of us rely on external factors, like the supervision of coworkers or the pressure of deadlines, quiet people find their motivation internally. They are self-starters who need minimal guidance to manage their responsibilities. This innate self-regulation is a hallmark of Stoic practice, focusing on self-control and personal accountability. Give a quiet person the freedom to work in their own way, and you'll witness something remarkable. They don't need constant oversight or a detailed set of rules. Instead, they channel their passions and discipline to maximize their productivity, often innovating and finding new paths to success that others might miss. Number 7. Impactful leaders. When we picture leaders, we often imagine them as charismatic and extroverted, commanding attention with their presence and words. However, it's important to remember that leadership also thrives in silence and reflection. Quiet individuals, often overlooked, possess a unique kind of leadership, one deeply rooted in the principles of Stoicism. Consider some of the most impactful leaders in history who were known for their reserved nature. Abraham Lincoln, for instance, was famously subdued in his demeanor. He spent much of his time listening rather than speaking, embodying a stoic calmness and patience that became his hallmark. This quietude wasn't just a personal trait, but a strategic approach to leadership. By listening more than he talked, Lincoln was able to deeply understand various perspectives, allowing him to resolve conflicts and navigate complex situations effectively. Why is this approach effective? Stoicism teaches the value of controlling one's reactions and maintaining a calm disposition, regardless of external circumstances. Leaders like Lincoln demonstrate that often, the quietest person in the room is the one who sees the most, understands the deepest, and thus leads the most effectively. They harness the power of silence to gather diverse opinions and forge consensus with a composed and thoughtful mindset. It's a common assumption that to be heard, one must be the loudest in the room. But Stoic leaders challenge this notion. They assume that every person has a story worth listening to. And by doing so, they gain insights that the loudest voices often miss. These leaders are not passive, but are actively engaged in a deeper level of communication that involves observing, processing, and then acting in a manner that is considerate and impactful. Remember that strength doesn't always come from loud declarations. Often, it comes from the quiet resolve to remain steady and responsive to the world around you. Let's value and cultivate this quieter form of leadership, recognizing that sometimes the most powerful thing a leader can do is listen. Number 8. Unwavering composure. Consider a heated meeting at work or a family crisis. While others might start to worry, become agitated, or even panic, it's often the quietest person in the room who maintains an unshakable composure. These individuals focus on crafting solutions rather than escalating problems. Why is this the case? Well, it's hard to pin down one specific reason, but let's explore a couple of possibilities. One theory might be that quiet people have been navigating subtle pressures all their lives, be it overcoming the challenge of being heard in a noisy world, or the internal struggle of aligning their inner thoughts with the external environment. Each of these scenarios demands a certain fortitude and resilience, honing their ability to remain composed under pressure. Another assumption could be that quiet individuals often observe more than they speak. This habit of observation allows them to absorb and process more information, giving them the time to form thoughtful, calculated responses. Just like a Stoic philosopher, they might see the turmoil of life as something to be navigated with wisdom and patience, rather than with hurried reactions. Whatever the underlying reasons, if you find yourself in a situation where the world seems to be falling apart, having a quiet person nearby might just be your best asset. Their strength lies in their ability to remain detached from the chaos, making calm decisions and providing a pillar of stability for others. To all the quiet folks out there, know that your calm is not just a personal trait, but a powerful gift to those around you. And to everyone else, the next time you encounter a high-pressure situation, you might find it helpful to channel some of that quiet strength. Take a deep breath, let the noise pass you by, and focus on the path to resolution. Your inner Stoic might just be the calm in the storm you need. Number 9. Everyday epiphanies. If you find yourself to be a quiet person, you probably spend considerable time pondering your life's path, your past interactions, and the core beliefs that shape your worldview. You carefully examine your personal biases and misconceptions, tirelessly working to uncover aspects of your identity that remain hidden from the world's gaze. Why do you do this? Well, these quiet moments of introspection are not just pauses in your day. They are opportunities for profound self-discovery. It's during these times that you might unexpectedly unravel significant insights about yourself. Let's call these moments everyday epiphanies. For instance, you might realize that your calm demeanor, which some might mistakenly see as detachment, actually allows you to listen more deeply and empathize more strongly than most. Or you could discover that what you once perceived as a personal drawback is, in fact, a significant strength in a world that often values noise over substance. These epiphanies help increase your self-awareness and significantly enhance your relationship with yourself. Embracing the Stoic attitude, you learn not only to accept the complexities of life, but to appreciate the process of uncovering these truths, however challenging it may be. Indeed, the path to understanding why life unfolds the way it does is not always clear or easy, especially for those who are quieter. Yet, in Stoicism, there is a profound respect for facing life's puzzles with courage and calm, traits you naturally embody. Thus, if you ever find yourself underestimated due to your quiet nature, remember the strength that lies in your reflective thought. It's a powerful tool that, when wielded wisely, can lead to greater personal clarity and resilience. Your journey might be quieter than others, but it is rich with potential for deep, meaningful insights that loud environments often drown out. Number 10. High-value relationships. Are you wondering what kind of friends and partners best suit someone who's naturally quiet? If you're a quiet person, or if you're close to someone who is, you'll find that they tend to be very selective about the company they keep. They aren't drawn to shallow, fleeting interactions. Instead, they value deep, meaningful connections far more than simply having a wide circle of acquaintances or the most extensive social network. For the quietly reflective among us, it's all about quality over quantity. They cherish a small group of people with whom they can truly be themselves. In these relationships, they open up, sharing their innermost thoughts and secrets. They engage in conversations that matter, building trust that isn't just fleeting, but is designed to last a lifetime. Building these kinds of relationships requires considerable effort and commitment, qualities that quiet people possess in abundance. They approach relationships with a mindset that values listening intently and asking probing questions that cut beneath the surface. This approach allows them to understand others at a profoundly deep level. Quiet individuals are also reliable. They keep their promises and are there when it really matters. If you find yourself in a relationship with a quiet person, whether romantic or platonic, be prepared for a connection that might start off slow, but will gradually deepen, becoming richer over time. They might not be the most outwardly expressive, but their loyalty and depth often make them some of the best friends and partners you could hope to have. Their approach to relationships emphasizes the Stoic ideals of authenticity, depth, and meaningful engagement, qualities that create truly high-value relationships. Let's delve deeper and summarize the crucial insights from our explorations today. In the dynamic and often overwhelming landscape of modern society, individuals characterized by introversion are not merely serene figures. They embody a profound philosophy of life deeply rooted in Stoic principles. The allure of introversion transcends mere admiration. It serves as a poignant testament to the profound inner strength and steadfast resilience that enable individuals to navigate life's tumultuous waters. Stoicism, renowned for its emphasis on endurance and resilience, provides a framework through which we can understand the essence of introversion. Contrary to the misconception that introverts are perpetually somber or unrealistically optimistic, they possess a unique ability to maintain a clear-eyed view of the world, untainted by transient emotions or sudden disruptions. Instead of being swept away by external chaos, introverts cultivate a sense of inner calm and patience, serving as an anchor amidst life's storms. What truly sets introverts apart is their remarkable capacity to accept the immutable aspects of life while channeling their energy towards what they can control. This intentional approach not only shields them from needless worry, but also empowers them to lead lives of profound meaning and personal growth. By consciously avoiding the entanglement of their minds in trivial complexities, introverts construct a robust barrier against life's adversities, showcasing a powerful example of resilience and self-mastery. In essence, introversion is not a limitation, but rather a profound strength, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to find tranquility amidst chaos and to thrive in the face of adversity. By embracing the Stoic principles of inner peace and acceptance, introverts illuminate a path towards living a life of purpose, resilience, and profound fulfillment. Now it's your turn to reflect on the quiet people in your life. Perhaps you've encountered them in the workplace, at school, or within your own circle of friends and family. Take a moment to appreciate the depth of their character, the strength of their resilience, and the wisdom of their introspection. Or maybe you found resonance with the qualities of quiet individuals. You too possess a deep-seated resilience and a penchant for inner tranquility amidst life's chaos. Take a moment to ponder. Are you one of those quiet people who harbor a profound inner strength, steadfast in the face of adversity? Do you find solace in the wisdom of Stoic principles, guiding your path towards a life of purpose and resilience? As you navigate your own journey, remember that introversion is not a limitation, but a powerful asset, an embodiment of resilience, self-mastery, and profound inner peace. Embrace the quiet strength within you and dare to carve out a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. Before you go, I encourage you to take a moment to engage with our community. If you found value in today's discussion, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more thought-provoking content on Stoicism and personal growth. Your support not only helps us grow, but also enables us to continue sharing meaningful insights with you and others like you. Additionally, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Share your thoughts, reflections, or experiences with introversion and resilience. Let's create a space for meaningful dialogue and mutual learning. And don't forget to check out our other videos on the end screen. You never know what new insights or perspectives they might offer. Thank you once again for being part of our community, and until next time, may you embrace the quiet strength within and thrive in every aspect of your journey.